St. Brown injured. Jamo steps up and delivers.
On the right.
Jamo, one of the most sought-after players from people watching this channel the past handful of weeks, goes up in tremendous value. St. Brown looking like he avoided a catastrophic injury, but he is out probably 1 to 2 weeks minimum. Lamar Jackson continues to struggle, just does not look right. And the play calling, the drops, a lot of that doesn't help, but there's panic in the Lamar Jackson conversation. Jamar Chase looks fantastic. Joe Burrow amazing in his return. Rashee Rice, can we get a standing ovation?
Mashed potatoes.
Fantasy football show begins now.
Live from the fantasyfootballshow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Attention. Rashee Rice probably not going to be consistent moving forward. And guys, by the way, Jamo Williams, he's just not somebody you can trust right now. Not somebody you can trust.
You've just been Smitty disapproved.
Jamo stepping up. A lot of great production. There were some bad things that happened, like St. Brown getting injured. Probably out 1 to 2 weeks minimum, but for every player that has, something happen to him in this regard, somebody steps up. And our boy Jamo, one of the most sought-after players, if you watch this channel, the past handful of weeks, and people ran away from him last week after he had a zero burger. And you can't blame people for being upset or questioning whether they should play him this week, but you've been warned. You can't expect Jamo to stay quiet for very long. And what did we say the entire season? First of all, this was an avoid on draft day, and we got that right because people drafted him way too high. It was buying him on the cheap that was the advantage. But what have we said for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks? That this guy, if he gets an opportunity through an amon-ra St. Brown injury, becomes not just a better player, he becomes a bona fide wide receiver 1 in fantasy. And if he doesn't ever get that opportunity, he's still worth buying low on because you get elite wide receiver 2 production and sometimes low-end wide receiver 3 production other times. But now this man's going to mother freaking Saturn. Bare minimum, value on the rise. Opportunity knocks. Williams is answering the call. Rashee Rice went out and was a magician in this contest. Let's break down all the games. Let me drop Rashee Rice's mug on screen here as we relish and bask in the glory that is everything Rashee Rice. We had meatloaf, we had ham, we had turkey, some had steak on this Thanksgiving Day. Let's celebrate Rashee Rice's name. I smell meatloaf. Hey, Ma, the meatloaf. Not practice, a game. This guy goes out and drops a massive wad on screen for everybody to relish in. 8 receptions, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdowns, 261. Kareem Hunt, the rushing attack, non-existent. Don't worry about that. We're focused on this particular side of the box score as we box score Bobby the hell out of this game. Hollywood, touch. Kelsey, 5 for 45 and a touch. Rashee Rice again, the 92 and 2 touchdowns. Rashee Rice is taking people places. And ladies and gentlemen, he's cooking. Rice cooking in this one. Wait a minute, Smitty. You're focusing too much on this side of the screen. Did anything happen over here? Yes, the rebound of CeeDee Lamb.
Get lammed.
So a lot happened in this game. 7, 112 and a touch. It was disappointing sledding for Pickens for a majority of the game, but he did finish with a respectable 6 for 88. No one's really going to complain about that. You wanted the touchdown. He got close to a touchdown snag, wiggling down inside the 10 at one point. But Pickens, this is kind of expected. Husseini out there even brought this up, that he was tempted to like look at some other options, just because, damn, you know he's going to have that game where he settles in and defenses start focusing on him. Now, Lamb went out, had 7 receptions, 112, and a touch. Almost had another touchdown. 9 targets in this game, 7 receptions. You love to see that kind of ratio going on. Pickens, 13 targets, 6 receptions. Some tougher balls thrown in his direction. Javonte Williams salvaged his day with this touchdown reception, 3 of 21, a touchdown on the ground. Javonte Williams ran for 59 yards, 3.5 a pop. Dak with 2 touchdowns, pretty decent day, 320. This was quite an afternoon. This game was making up for the morning game that was not as glorious in some regards, because people were expecting monster production out of Jahmyr Gibbs and the boys. So if we put this on screen, now Jordan Love had 4 touchdowns. Jacobs had 83 yards. Wicks had 2 TDs and 94 yards, but very few people started Wicks. Watson continues to do work, 4 for 80 and a touch. On this side of the fence, though, Jamison Williams, 7 catches, 144, would have had a second touchdown. It was thrown at his hip. It was Goff upset on the sideline, slamming things, getting upset at himself because he had a second touchdown toss over to Jamo. Jamo could have maybe tried to catch it, but it was a bad throw. It was on Goff, but this guy would have had 2 touchdowns, probably 150 and 8 and 2 touchdowns had that connection, not had that Goff-esque moment. Jahmyr Gibbs, 20 totes, 68 yards, 3.4 a carry, 3 catches, 18 yards. Very disappointing. I get that everybody's going to be like, oh, doom and gloom on Gibbs again. Stop it. Gibbs, you can't get 50,000 points every single week. Gibbs will bounce back, and there's nothing to even talk about. Like, you're not thinking any weird things. Should I? No, nothing matters. He didn't play his best. We move on. Next week he explodes. End of the story. There's nothing to discuss with Jahmyr Gibbs. As for St. Brown, again, St. Brown is out for probably, if I had to guess, St. Brown is going to miss at least 1 to 2 weeks. It could be longer, could be 1 week. I'm going to put that 1 to 2 week there just in case there is a chance that this high ankle sprain is a less severe high ankle sprain. There are levels and degrees to high ankles in ones. You say it's a 1, a grade 1, a grade 2. Is it a grade 1 close to a grade 2? Is it barely a grade 1 and technically not even a grade 1? There's a lot of different layers to this, and so we got to kind of let the dust settle. But early word is that St. Brown did not suffer any season-ending injury or anything, which is good news, but everyone keeps painting it as, oh, this is great news. It's not great news because he's out for 1 to 2 weeks, maybe 1 to 3 weeks. But again, this sucks for anybody that's got St. Brown. Does carry a lot of injury risk. We always talk about St. Brown's injury risk. He always has a little more injury risk than the average Bear. And we talk about this guy being worth his weight no matter if he gets the 1 roll or not. If the 1 roll becomes available through injury, there is a baked-in sleeper mechanism that's in this man's fantasy football glory. And once that mechanism is triggered, once this guy becomes the wide receiver 1 for the team, he becomes a secret weapon, a league winner, a cheat code. And Jamo now steps in, at least for the next 2 weeks, probably. We'll know more probably tomorrow in the coming days. But this man steps in and becomes a fantasy football wide receiver 1, and he's at least going to Saturn. At least going to Saturn.
Let him cook.
So there's that. Now, this Bengal game, let me get I don't have a fresh screenshot of this game. It has, I think, some like a minute left. So the record at the top, I don't think I even clipped the record. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Bengals-Ravens game. Very disappointing game out of Lamar Jackson. Lamar just looked putrid. However, I will say this for Lamar. There's not a lot of buts here or excuses, but Lamar did have 2 non-touchdowns. There was the likely play, should have been a touchdown. There was the Flowers situation and the penalty. There were 2 touchdowns. 2 actual touchdowns were scored in this game that became non-touchdowns. And that would have helped a lot. And that could have changed the momentum for Lamar. But the bottom line is he's still struggling mightily, like in mighty fashion. It's really ugly out there. And you may or may not have a better quarterback option for, week number 13, 14, or 14. This might be something to where you got to look into that. We'll have to dig into it as we walk into the next week's decision making. But Chase Brown, 78 yards on the ground. Chase Brown, 7 catches for 35 yards. Would have been nice to have a touchdown in this game, but lots of production, over 100 total yards for the guy. And when you get 7 receptions in full PPR or even half PPR, that is a great day at the office. Yoshi Voss, as we said, would be a pretty sneaky play without Higgins in the lineup, and he did score a touchdown. Only 1 catch, though, so salvaged his day. But that's good production if you're looking for a 10-point outing from a wide receiver you're picking up off the waiver wire and shoving into your lineup because of an injury. We've got Hudson with the touchdown, Jamar Chase with the 110 and 7, Burrow only with the 2 TDs, could have been 3, 2 TDs, 261. Good day at the office. Derrick Henry, good yards per carry, touchdown, salvaged. Definitely, a good play. Could have been a lot better. I mean, when you're looking at 12 points right here, instead of something that could be, well, Derrick Henry did have the 44-yard catch, so there's 4 more points right there. But on the ground, to have just the 12 points when it could have been such a better day, it's a salvage day. It's a good day. Derrick Henry had a good day. Not a great day, not an amazing day, but a very good day at the office. Likely 5 for 95. Are we seeing this kid emerge? 4 for 47. Andrews, decent. Considering, Lamar, 2 lost fumbles, 2 fumbles, 2 were lost. Isaiah Likely, lost fumble. Flowers, lost fumble. 4 lost fumbles on 4 fumbles, didn't recover a single one of them. This is really what painted the narrative of this game. And like I said, you can make excuses for Lamar and say, oh, he could have had 2 touchdowns. Bottom line is he's not producing. And even when he's pushed to his limits or his back's against the wall, he doesn't respond with more goodness and make up for what had transpired. That's what a great quarterback does. Right now, he doesn't look or is playing like a great quarterback. That's just the end of the story. Now, would I trade for him if you could still trade? I think about 5%, maybe 10% of leagues could still trade walking into this next week. I'd still buy him at cellar dweller pricing and maybe bench him and see that he could rebound and then maybe consider. But that's pretty much it right now at this point. If you've got him and you've got no other quarterback options, you got him, run him out there, and you got to know he's got the upside to maybe at some point rebound and bounce back. It could happen at any moment, but you got to be panicked if he's your quarterback for sure at this moment in time. And I'll admit, this is a quarterback that I like to acquire on the cheap, not at anything close to 3rd or 4th round value. We're talking about 5, 6, 7 round value territory because he was a completely different value range as a buy low player instead of a draft high player, which he should not have been drafted high. We never once told you to draft Lamar in the 3rd or 4th round. Not once on this channel. As far as I can remember, even in best ball, wasn't somebody you saw me ever draft in the 3rd or 4th round. But I didn't mind trading for him at 6, 5, 7 round value the last handful of weeks, but he hasn't done it. He hasn't rebounded. It's been crazy. Patrick mother freaking Mahomes and Gary mother freaking Peterson at the same time. Everybody's pretty.
Smitty, everybody's pretty. $100+ I don't even know why they're getting ditty why. $100+ Oh yeah.
My boy Denny is amazing. Voice of his songbird of his generation. Nobody else has a prettier voice than Denny. Appreciate everybody being here, and more importantly, Gary, appreciate your generosity and glory and your intelligence for having Patrick mother freaking Mahomes in your lineup. Congratulations. Can we relish in the man that is Patrick Mahomes for a moment? Let me put Patrick's mug on screen. I don't know if I've got it buried on here with all these other faces, so we'll just throw a fresh Patty Mahomes graphic up on screen, and let's pull that Chiefs Cowboys box score Bobby back up on the screen, and let's relish in Mahomes' production. Where is it? That's not it. I think it's right here. Is this it? This is it. Look at what Mahomes did today. 4 touchdowns, 261, 30 yards on the ground, 92, 8 receptions. Now, I had an underdog team that had all these Chiefs. I wonder what that looks like. It was a Turkey Day bowl contest. I wonder where that's ranking. Problem is, somebody probably had Love, and then that was really a nice Let's see here. Hold on. Drafts, daily, Turkey Day. Man. So the top score is 118. I've got 100. And there's a lot of people that have. Looks like top score is 121. That team had Patrick Mahomes, Henry, Rashee Rice, Jamo, CD, Ferguson. That's a nice squad. My team was pretty damn good, though, for this contest. I should have, if I could have put Jamo, if I would have put Jamo in, that might have been the difference maker. I might have won 10K. If I would have just drafted Jamo, and we got lots of Jamo, but I drafted Worthy, I drafted Kelsey, I drafted Rashee Rice, I drafted Kareem Hunt, I drafted Pat Mahomes, and Jamar Chase, and it was a great team. But if I just had one of those other players in there, that was a fun little contest. Though we'll do a whole bunch of other drafts for this coming week, guys. If your season's in the tank, we're just gonna do. Don't worry. Like, some of you are crushing it. That's great. Some of you aren't. It happens. Teams start getting eliminated. It's the way fantasy works. Play 5, get 100. If you lost St. Brown tonight, it's out of your control. You can play underdog. Play 5, get 100. You can draft a team just for week number 14. You can draft a early playoff team if you wanted. Hit that link. Play 5, get 100. Use that number and text line at the bottom if you're concerned about your play, though. Appreciate everybody in the building. All of you were amazing. And I think that's all we wanted to talk about here tonight, right? I think I got everything off my chest. You know, CeeDee Lamb bouncing back, Rice bouncing back, Joe Burrow. I guess we didn't really emphasize Joe Burrow enough. Let's emphasize Joe Burrow real quickly, and then we'll move on to the super chats and then potentially open the phone lines. But Joseph Cigar Smoking Burrow had a nice little day. Let's move Mahomie over here. Mahomes, we'll be talking about you in a second. Just hang tight. Don't go anywhere. Joe Burrow comes back from injury and is near, I don't want to say perfect, but he's near flawless as one can imagine someone would be coming off of an injury, coming back early from an injury. 261-2. Really should have had 3 touchdowns in this game. This is a great contest. This is a commanding leader that goes out there, demands perfection from his team, gets near perfection from his team, rallies everybody, doesn't have T. Higgins, goes out there, marches down the field over and over and over. Fantastic. Fan-mother-freaking-tastic Joe Burrow. Can we get a Joe Burrow get burrowed, and can we get a standing ovation?
People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it.
Get burrowed.
Mashed potatoes! Yeah, buddy.
Get lambed.
Nice seeing Lamb back. It was so nice seeing Lamb back. All those people that did those Lamb trades were risking it a little bit. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Thanks again to my boy Gary Peterson for dropping the $100 wad on screen. You absolute straight super chatting monster. First super chat, Genty, Buka, or Bucky in the flex. I don't think I'm sitting... Genty or Buka, guys, please vote. I don't think I'm sitting Buka, but I do think Genty's going to get fed. I think that the new OC play calling general is going to say, let's go ahead and change this situation and flip it on its side, and let's run the damn ball instead of Bowers. I don't see a world where that doesn't happen. But I still think I'd start Buka. Bro was right about Mahomes all along. Damn straight we were.
Let him cook.
The chat is saying I played a little Turkey Day basketball. My sense of balance was off on that. I'm watching the replay. My knees hurt. The cartilage feels like it hasn't been used in years. It's like when you have a car in the garage for like 2 or 3 years. You take it out, and the brake pads feel like they're real dry and like they could crumble apart. That's the way the meniscus feels. Went out there and my balance is all off right now. My knees are aching. Turkey Day basketball. I'm just lucky I didn't get hurt. Bro was right all along about Mahomes. Thank you, Box of Juice. What a fantastic showing by Joseph Cigar Smoking Burrow. Rise above in the building. Rice to Saturn. Smitty, I exploded heading in. 8-5, 14-team league. Rise above, you cooked. Rice cooked, you cooked. Your entire team cooked. You rise, you rose above yet again.
Let him cook.
I freaking love seeing these victory laps already, bro. 3 games in. Some of you guys are rocking it right now. McLaurin versus Denver or Michael Wilson versus Bucks. You got to go with the hot hand until McLaurin proves healthy, in my opinion. Chat, vote on that one. By the way, Genty kind of got the Genty Buka vote for the Genty Buka question. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to sit either one. I lean Buka slightly, but I want to force both of them in your lineup. I agree with the Genty's going to go crazy. We're going to be here to celebrate it. I don't want you to feel left out. But we're going to be celebrating Buka and Genty, hopefully. This one here, scale 1 to 10. My odds to win it all. 1 being no chance. 10 being you're going to win it all. Full PPR, Mahomes, Burrow. If this is super flex, that's fantastic. If it's 1 QB, I still love your quarterback situation, obviously. Bijan, Gibbs, Hendy, Rice, Tet, Devontae Adams. 9, bro. Unless it's a 8-man league, and if it's a 10-man league, 10-team league. Okay, 10-team. I'm gonna say 8.8 because it's a 10-man league. 8.8, maybe even 8.5. I'm sorry to downgrade it. I might have got all excited now. I took it away. But it's still a very good number. It's just 10-man league. There are a couple teams that have the same team you have. That's all I'm saying. But your team's definitely good enough to win. No doubt about it. Got Dak, Burrow, Caleb. What am I supposed to do? Start Burrow. I think. I mean, we look at matchups each week first, and then we lean Burrow until the matchup pulls us away from it. Should we be worried about Chase Brown? He had 100. No, he had tons of yardage. I'm fine. He did well PPR, but P. Ryan took almost 50% of the carries, even though Chase did above 18 in my league. Well, yeah, you can't be worried when someone scores 15 to 18 points, bro. It just doesn't make sense. You're kind of overthinking it. And you got to also remember they're not fighting for anything, so they're not going to just overfeed everybody. They're going to mix it around. And Chase Brown got 10 this is what you got to understand. You're looking at a percentage, and you're saying P. Ryan got 15 or 50% of the carries. You got to look at it like Chase Brown got 15 carries, and Chase Brown got 7 receptions, bro. That is insane. And he caught all 7 targets, 7 receptions. The efficiency's through the roof. You got to look at this as 7 plus 15. This is 21, 22, 23, 24 total opportunities per game he's going to get. Over 20. And that is more than enough. You don't want him he's going to get hurt if he runs these P. Ryan attempts. You got to relax on that. I mean, there's nothing to be concerned about. Anything can happen, but that's way overthinking it. Husseini in the building. Husseini's coming in strong because he's a Chiefs fan. He's usually at games, and when the Chiefs are at home, he's constantly throwing Rice and Mahomes out in lineups. I know this is going to be a positive one. I haven't even looked at it yet. Husseini, I haven't looked at it yet. It's $20 hauler.
Super chat alert.
This better be, don't let me down and this be a depressing one. I don't think it will be. Burrow, Rice, Pickens, Chase Brown, 87 points. Look at Husseini go.
I smell meatloaf. Hey, Ma, the meatloaf.
Husseini's cooking. Absolutely cooking. Let me see the replay if I look better like I'm actually running on this one. I do. I got it. I got the balance. Husseini, you were running to the championship, pal. Still got Genty, Harvey, Warren, projected 147, opponent 133. Still close. He has Josh Allen, Cook, Puka, Nico. That's a lot of talent. It's going to be a good matchup. Chad, if we think we want to move Judkins in for Genty or Harvey, speak up now. Judkins, Genty, Harvey. Please vote for Husseini. Judkins, Genty, Harvey, pick one. Judkins, Genty, Harvey. I want at least 15 votes for Husseini. He does amazing things here on the channel, and so we need to support this man. Mamoot coming in strong with the super says, happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for Rico and Jamo. As am I. As am I.
Mashed potatoes!
Yeah, buddy.
So thankful. We are a Jamo and a Rice and a Rico people here. So we're all on the same page there. One running back, one flex, Vidal, Knight, Benson, DK, and Mooney. How many people have started DK and DK before? I've never had a question of that before, I don't think. I'm probably gonna go DK and DK. I don't know. Chat, can I get a vote on this one? Vidal, Knight, Benson, DK, Mooney, DK. That's a tough one. I might lean the 2 DKs, but I'd rather go with the chat vote. Let's get some group think on this one. It's a really, really tough one. Thanks again, Mamoot, for the super chat. And then Flex, Woody, Gainwell, Manungai. Matchups are sketchy. Look, we were going back and forth between Woody and Gainwell. I don't know how I feel about this right now, but Gainwell won the vote. Gainwell won the vote because the targets were massive. He's just getting targets like crazy. Let's see. Michael, appreciate you. Please pick one running back and one flex. Bijan, Harvey, McConkey, Bowers, Sharps, Tracy, Singletary. Bijan and who? One running back and one flex. Okay, so I'm not sure. You're kind of confusing me because you're saying Bijan and who, but you list Bijan. I'm gonna assume Bijan's in the one, and then you just want me to pick one running back. So if I'm picking one additional running back, it's easily Harvey. And then if I'm picking one additional flex, it's gonna be probably Bowers. If you can only pick one because Bijan is that running back, then I guess I go Bowers for safety, Harvey for upside. But hopefully you can pick Bowers and Harvey. And then it's really an easy call for me. I'm not saying anything can't happen, but that's what I would do, and I wouldn't lose sleep over getting it wrong because those are the 2 most exciting players on the board. I'm thankful for Lamb, Dak, and Stack.
Mashed potatoes!
Ow, Dak attack. Ow, Dak attack. Lamb. Pickens. Lamb. Pickens. Dak attack. Dak attack. Dak attack. Dak attack. Dak attack.
Appreciate you all. Thank you to all my Rumble people too. We normally don't multi-stream, but we're trying to get the channel popping over there. So I've been doing it during like breaking news shows. I did it again tonight. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Yay. Thank you, Cobbler, over on Rumble. Started Zay Flowers because T was out. I'm sorry, bro. Appreciate you all. And let's get back to any other super chats we may have. I think there's one here from Rockout. Rockout says, one wide receiver, 2 flex, McLaurin, DK Parker, Higgins, and Mechie. I'm probably going, damn, man. I think we wait on McLaurin news and just make sure things look really good and copacetic and then go from there. But like right now, it would be Parker, Washington, DK, and McLaurin if he played. But like Higgins, Mechie's pretty close. A lot of people were voting Mechie the other night, and so I'm going to let the chat decide that one. Mechie won over Higgins, but I don't know. I'm kind of like tempted to say Higgins, but let's hope you can play Parker, DK, and McLaurin. But we definitely need to wait on the McLaurin, news. Make sure everything is good to go for him. Had Mahomes, Rice, Lamb, Chase Brown playing. Let's go. Jeez, bro. He cleaned up tonight.
Let him cook.
I mean, you just absolutely annihilated whoever you're playing. Fantastic start, my boy. Scotty Dew to the moon over in Hawaii. Hawaii, what time is it in Hawaii? It's, 6 o'clock? Is it 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock? Mechie, DK got the vote. DK, Mechie, Parker. There you go. There you go. There you go. Appreciate you. Man, what a day. What a day. This is a pretty good day. The only 2 bad things, and they were bad. I mean, we can't have nice things. I mean, St. Brown going down, missing 1 to 2, maybe 1 to 3 weeks. Not good. Not good at all. Not saying I'm enjoying that, but I do love Jamo. We do have a lot of Jamo shares, I think, spread out throughout this, community. And so, for every bad thing that happens, sometimes a good thing happens. And Jamo, it's going to vault Jamo up so high. I have so many leagues where I have Jamo. This is great. This is great news for Jamo. Not great that an injury happened. We're not celebrating injury. We don't celebrate injury. We chew gum and walk at the same time. So that was bad but good. There's a good and a bad thing that happened there. And then you've got Lamar just completely looking flat still. So like there were some bad stuff, and then Pickens not having the greatest day, but man, what a good day overall. What a great day to have Lamb, Rice, Burrow, Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, Mahomes, to have all those boys popping off, even Kelsey doing well. What a fantastic mother freaking day. Just a fantastic day. Let's open these phone lines.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
716 in Hawaii. Okay. Call into the bentonprint.com phone lines. If you dial in right this second, it's not going to ring, but it should be open now. Phone lines are open now. I'll tell you, man. Feels like a good start to the week already. Don't rush St. Brown back. That's because Mahmoud, you have Jamo. I can see it right through your message, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being excited about a player being out there. Lamar, yeah, I don't know what to say about Lamar. I'm done with Lamar Jackson. Scooped up Burrow off waivers, so I'll be rolling with Burrow. I don't blame you. That's fantastic. And you got to do what you got to do. Some of you don't have a choice, and you throw Lamar out there over a scrub or a waiver wire guy, but I understand. Let's see here. 703, you're live. Take the phone line. Hold on, 703. We can't hear you yet. Let me turn on the damn speaker. I didn't restart the system. It took a gamble. I said, you know what? I don't know if I need to. Let's go ahead and roll. Okay, 703, you're live. I'm sorry. We can hear you now. Think. Hello? Hello? Yeah, what's up? Oh, rock.
Here we go with
rock out.
or Darnold.
Doesn't say rock out on my phone line. Burrow or Darnold? Why would you sit Burrow? What do you mean?
I mean, not Burrow.
I'm like confused. Bo or Darnold? Bo Nix is a top 6 QB, and he's got the Washington Commander matchup. I don't know that we can overthink this one. Even if it doesn't work out, like it was the right move. Darnold's not bad. No one's saying that. No one's saying Darnold with JSN catching footballs from him. Good little combo or RB that maybe doesn't produce the way we want, but it's secure. The defense is fantastic. The offense is good. The momentum's good. The playoff aspirations are full motion. Hold on one second. Let me just merge this caller. Mute yourself real quick, caller. I'll be right with you. Just please hit the mute button. Rock out. You're looking good there with Bo Nix, I think, this week. I mean, you could trust your gut and go Darnold. That wouldn't be sending you on a lap per se. But would anybody in the chat rather have Darnold? Would anybody in the chat rather have Darnold? Let's see what the chat says. Harvey will be the guy. I believe he will be. I believe Harvey will be a monster this week. It's not a guarantee though. Nothing's a guarantee. I got a Knicks vote. Let's see, guys, keep voting. Knicks or Darnold? Darnold scares. Seahawks daddy says he's scared of Darnold, and he's a Seahawks. Scared of his own quarterback. Okay, let's see. I'm going Bo. I'm going matchup and the top 6 quarterback. He's top 6 quarterback. All right, hold on, Rock out. Mute yourself real quickly. 951, you're live.
Hey, Smitty, it's John. Haven't called in a while. It is what it is. But happy Thanksgiving. I just wanted to ask what your thoughts on Max Brosmer are, the quarterback out of Minnesota, same college Josh Allen went to. He's supposedly starting. You haven't really talked about him. What do you think about him long term? Is he going to be better than McCarthy?
He's already better than McCarthy. I don't know. We said this the other night. I am not calling him the next Kurt Warner. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying anything about his talent. I'm just saying we're due. the league's due for another riser. Could this maybe be him? Let's hope it is. Justin Jefferson deserves better. I have no idea, bro. I don't have much of a read on him yet because we got to see. Let me give you the example of and again, I'm not trying to make insinuations that he's going to be good. That's not my point in saying is he the next Kurt Warner. I'm not. But we didn't know that Kurt Warner or Tom Brady would be worth a single bit of anything until they got on the field, because what they brought to the table wasn't worth high draft capital, or in Kurt Warner's case, even getting drafted. And in Kurt Warner's case, even getting picked up and held by the first team that picked him up. He was picked up, then cut, and then he thought it was over, and then he got one more chance in KC, got picked up, and then Green went down in the preseason. They're like, well, we're starting Kurt Warner in week 1. And Kurt Warner goes out there and throws an INT on his first throw. And everyone goes, holy shit. And then what's he do? The next drive, never looks back, becomes a Hall of Fame quarterback, Super Bowl winner, just one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. My point is this. We have no clue what he is, good or bad. He could be awful. He could be dog water. But I'm liking the switch. I need the switch. I need something. JJ owners need to see something. We need something. Maybe he'll go out there and be efficient.
Appreciate it. Have a great night.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't have a read on it because, like I said, when Tom Brady came in, no one had a read on that either. Warner came in, no one had a read on that. There's no read. There's no read to have. Rock out. You're back to you.
Yeah, when it comes to McCoy, find out early because plays late.
Yeah. I think we'll know something. I mean, we'll know something, but as long as there's not negative stuff going on. You know what I mean?
And I assume you
I mean, that's not a crazy thing to ask, Chat, vote Brissett or Bo Nix. I go Bo Nix because of the Commanders matchup and because Bo Nix is QB mother freaking fantasy football QB6. You know what I'm saying? Like why is Bo Nix getting no love at all? I know he's kind of like a tough quarterback to throw out and feel really confident because you change your pants about midway through the game. You have to change your pants again, and then in the fourth quarter he comes around and does what he needs to do. Greatest show on turf. I don't know if you're talking about this show, Secrets, or just talking about Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner's greatest show on turf. Either way, I agree. Brissett, especially if MHJ is playing. I don't know. I mean, I don't know that I don't know. The answer is, let me put it this way. Brissett feels pretty safe right now, which is kind of wild to say over a quarterback that's ranking number 6 overall. That sounds pretty safe. Bo Nix continues to do it. Number 6 sounds pretty safe, but Bo Nix does feel volatile up and down, quarter to quarter. But great matchup. Brissett hasn't been playing long enough to be QB6, so it's like unfair to like say stuff like that, I guess. But I don't know. I like it, man. I like it. Anyway, what else you got?
I think that's about it.
All right, later, bro. Let's see here. We got a super chat. We got a couple of super chats here. We got Scotty Dew traded away Dowdle, got Bowers last minute trade. I don't hate that. I'd rather have Dowdle. You know that. I talk about Dowdle all the time. But I love them both almost the same if this offensive coordinator does what I think he'll probably do. But I feel like it's not as guaranteed as Dowdle probably getting fed because his coach knows he messed up. And Dowdle addressed it on Twitter when he put this emoji up. Everybody drop this emoji. And then also, when you drop this emoji, please drop the Rico Dowdle exclusive membership emoji that's available right now. New emoji drop. Drop both of them together, please. But I think I would have probably rather had Rico, but it could go either way. I love both of them. I think you're going to be fine with Bowers, bro. You're going to love what Bowers does, I think, under the new leadership there in terms of the play calling duties. Seahawks defense versus Minnesota or Rams defense versus Carolina. This could go either way, bro. I think it goes Seattle because we think, as much as we want to hope that Minnesota's got something, and what's the guy from Mario Brothers, Bowser? That's what I keep wanting to call Bowser. Bowser, isn't it Bowser? In Mario, yeah, Bowser. I always want to call him Bowser. Let's hope he's Bowser, but there's a greater chance that he's going to throw interceptions. So we're probably going to go Seattle, but I'm really pulling for him. I go Seattle. They're both good defensive plays. Hard question to answer, really. And Rams have been playing amazing. Like, there's nothing wrong with going to Rams, but Seattle's just so tough too. I'm 8-4, 10 team, half PPR, half May, JT, Kyron, CD, London, Kittle, Saquon, Waddle, Sharps, Burrow, Daniels, MHJ, Pearsall. What moves should I try and make? I can't believe some of you still can trade. It's just wild. 8-4, 10 team. I don't know, man. I like this team a lot. It's bouncing back. London. Let's trade London right now. London and Saquon for one player, Cook or above. CD Lamb might be on the table now, but that was the move to make. I mean, that was sitting right in front of you too. You could have probably easily. Oh, you got CD. That is sitting right in front of you, literally.
Mashed potatoes!
See, told you. What wide receiver could he get with Saquon in London? Travis, chat.
London is really hard. We have no idea what's going on there. And then Saquon, I guess he's off the injury report. Saquon and London.
Not that I'm complaining. I'm very grateful, but guys, it's not a $250 super chat. This is a conversion. I probably at what is this, a two? Not complaining. Let's see if Kruger can give us the conversion. Hey, Kruger. First of all, happy Thanksgiving. What is 249 MX converted to US dollars?
Happy Thanksgiving, Smitty. Right now, 249 Mexican pesos is about $13.55 in US.
That's great. That's I didn't even expect that. I was thinking it was like a $2 conversion. I'm not sure, but $13 holler, my boy. Appreciate you dropping it. But just the reason I was clearing that up is because people are like, Smitty, why aren't you celebrating this $250? Like, I just wanted to clear that up. But I'm very grateful of that super chat. People were kind of going crazy on it. I'm sorry, Travis. What was your final answer?
Just because of the Saquon and London, I'm not sure you can get someone truly other suits, like, believe it or not, Lave, McMillan at wide receiver.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's giving you like a picking the lamb.
I'd say like Nico Rice is off the table now. You know what I'm gonna say? Yeah, Nico. Maybe, yeah. Maybe I go Buka. Mute yourself, my boy. I'll be right with you, but please hit mute. I would say Buka and Rico are the players I'm trying to get in a deal that's creatively 2 for 2 here. I don't think there's much you can do, but I do want to get rid of Saquon. I do want to get rid of London. But this team at 8-4 can certainly wait for London's return, and it could be next week. But so don't go crazy. But I think I'm trying to make a move. Kyron, JT, CD, just getting a Buka, and let's say they ironically had Rico. I'd take Rico and Buka for London and Barkley. Like, I'd do something like that. Creatively go to I don't know. I'm okay. I'm indifferent on Henry right now just because I don't know. He definitely doesn't have the juice right now, but he falls in the end zone. He can look good at times. I think I'm focusing on Buka and I'm focusing on Rico, and I'm hoping that they have a corresponding, if it's Rico wide receiver or if it's Buka running back, that makes a lot of sense for you. Or even if it wasn't corresponding, it was two players. I would definitely want some sort of upgrade. Maybe it would be, yeah, Judkins would be another decent option. Schedule is good. James Cook would be amazing, and you could probably still get something small with it. Bucky and a receiver like Buka could be intriguing, but you're buying on that risk. I think those are the moves I'm making. Flea Nice with a $20 hauler.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Thank you, Flea Nice. Flea Nice says, Burrow, Chase, my stack is back. It certainly is, my boy. They're doing it live. Now, T. Higgins, he's in his own little shuttle for a reason. Like he gets hurt or suspended or whatever. My stack is back. I need 2 running backs. Sharps, Hendy, Woody, Harvey, Benson. I'm going Hendy and Harvey. Final answer. I get that there's other variables at play here and some good talent on the board for you to choose from, but that's just what I'm doing. And I'm not hesitating. I just think they're the highest upside plays, and they still have some safety. And then 1 tight end, I'm going to probably go Fannin until Waller proves to be healthy, number 1, and Pitts proves that. I mean, we had a year's worth of what's his face not connecting with Pitts, Kirk Cousins. Why are we going to trust it now? I don't know. I'm just going to go Fannin, who still produces very well. Locked in the playoff spot. Thank you for the $20 super chat, but bro, I'm swinging with Hendy and Harvey. I truly am. Who was the guy that had the? Was it Flea Nice? Who was it that had the team where it had nothing but the bad running backs and he was crushing it? Was that the Flea Nice? Is that the same Flea Nice team? Or who was that? Flea Nice? Who was it? He was dropping a super chat, a $20 super chat every week, and he's like, "I'm still doing it." I think that was that him. Flea Nice, was that you? It was like it was the trashiest running back stable everyone thought, and it just kept doing it. And then Hendy, and I think it looked like that team. Start to Hendy, Judkins, Rico, Hampton. I'm gonna go Hendy and Rico, but if you don't like the matchup for Rico, and I get it, but they're gonna throw to him too. I could see Judkins and Hendy being maybe safer potentially, but Rico, Hendy has more upside. I would swing with the more upside side of things, but that you certainly aren't crazy to go the other direction. Mixed bag today started Lamb, Rice, Amon-Ra. Hopefully I can get Amon, London, or Garrett Wilson back by week 16. I think you're going to get one of them back by then, sure. 10-game win streak, and first might be in jeopardy. Well, maybe it'll be a blessing in disguise and you fall out of a seed where you would have lost the game. Just don't worry about that, because let it play out the way it was meant to be, bro. And the best proof of that is anybody that tries to manipulate seeding, like take an L to get a certain seed to face a certain team, they always lose. It always backfires. Let the seeding be the way it is. It'll work out. Pick 2, Booty, Rodriguez, Sharps, Mechie. Probably going to go with, I don't know, Booty. What's your sense on Booty, Travis, in New England? Is he going to be unhampered, unhinged on?
I think they're going to using them like they were before. Now that he's back, like last week, he looked really good in his routes, and he didn't do a lot points wise, but he caused huge yourselves.
It was Flea Nice. Yeah, I agree. It was Flea Nice's team. Okay.
Yeah.
Flea Nice. I forgot. I kind of, because you weren't like, you felt like you were letting me know it was that team every time, and then we started. I forget. I see so many teams, but I sensed it was probably that team. Pick 2. So I'm gonna probably go Sharps and Mechie maybe, or Sharps and Booty. I don't think I'll go Mechie and Booty. I think I'd go Sharps and Booty or Sharps and Mechie. I guess Sharps and Mechie, final answer. But Travis, are you thinking different? Rodriguez, Booty, Sharps, Mechie, pick 2. I go Strange, Johnny. Strange is looking good, bro. Looking real good. PPR need a wide receiver, flex, and a tight end to start. Buka, Keenan Allen, Swift, Monangai. What's Swift look like this week? I don't know.
Hard. Didn't Monangai out carry him last week?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's he look like this week? I don't even know. I don't even know how to judge him because at any moment he goes back to being a monster potentially. I'm gonna lean toward Buka and Harvey here, and then the tight ends you get to pick one. So you got one, need a wide receiver and a flex. So I've decided that then for myself anyway. And then tight end, Loveland, Strange. I'm gonna go Strange or Loveland. Probably lean Strange. Both of them are good plays, but I don't even really hesitate on that one, honestly. Meaning I wouldn't regret it if it didn't work out. I feel like those are the right decisions in my opinion. Is my Buka and Michael Wilson for Nico good? Yeah, it's not bad. I think that Buka can make you regret this, but it can make you regret not doing it too. I mean, he's definitely volatile, but I'd lean toward if you're using Michael Wilson very much, then I'd say lean toward Buka, Michael Wilson. If you don't need Michael Wilson, I don't mind this trade because I feel like Nico's a tad bit safer than Buka right now, Emeka Buka. But I don't know. I don't know if I could actually do it. I still very much believe in Emeka Buka, but I do think Nico does feel safer, I guess.
What Michael Wilson does.
Yeah.
It makes sure that.
Yeah.
He makes man targets from George. Michael Wilson still gets 12 targets a week. He's been.
Jimmy says Rashee Rice paying off in spades. He certainly is, bro. I mean, what a fantastic pick. And a lot of my underdog stuff, you see a lot of people coming here crying and playing Smitty. Look at your advance rate. Like a lot of my teams are built off Rice, Hendy, Harvey, and they're all coming around. And I just can't wait to see some of these teams start unfolding. Start Kincaid or Fannin if Kincaid is good to go. If Kincaid's good to go and you have that kind of news, like it feels okay, he's uninhibited, like then I'm going Kincaid. But if I don't have that, I'm going to assume he's limited or whatever. Plus he could go out there and just pull. I mean, that's what he did. He went out there and he's like, oh, wait a minute. So I don't know that I trust him right now. I'd almost say Fannin until Kincaid proves he's healthy. Maybe I think I'd go Fannin. Trade Smitty approved 4 weeks ago, paid off great today. Traded Gibbs. Oh, did I approve trading Gibbs? Jeez, let's see what this is. Gibbs and Daniel Jones, who's playing with a broken fibula, by the way. Daniel Jones is playing with a broken fibula. They showed him taking snaps and he could barely walk. So Gibbs and Jones for CD, Dak, and Brown. Is that Chase Brown? Is that AJ Brown? I mean, did Smitty approve that? It's got to be Chase Brown. And in that case, I do think I would have said yes to that. CD, Chase Brown, yeah, that's 2 players. What I probably told you, Dro, is that I probably said something along the lines, if you need a change, go get CD and Chase Brown and fix it. Like if you're not winning with Gibbs or if you're shaky, you got to make a move, and that could work out for you. But I love Gibbs. That's why. Yeah, it might have been. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Traded Gibbs. Yeah. So that's probably didn't see last week when Gibbs went crazy. Dro's like, I'm not super chatting this guy ever again. Gibbs has had 8,000 points, but I don't know. I don't remember that one. I honestly don't remember because I don't recommend trading Gibbs very often. Like you hear me a lot of times say, hell no, like get that off my screen. But this probably was a advice. I don't know if you remember or not how I said it, but it's probably like along the lines of, if you need a change and you're not winning with Gibbs, you're unfortunately one of those people that's got to get rid of him. Am I not right on Daniel Jones's broken fibula?
No, he's definitely just broken. We call him Peg Leg Jones.
Yeah, Daniel Jones dealing with a fractured fibula. Yeah, fractured fibula. Because everyone's saying they didn't hear that. What are you talking about? Tibia, you can fracture your tibia. No, he's got a fractured fibula. I don't know why people are questioning me. You're saying tibia, I think. You think or you know? Because you keep saying it in the chat. You're saying you think you know. It says it all over. Broken or fractured fibula. So unless all the reports are wrong, but you keep saying, I think it's tibia. I think it's tibia. Guys, it's tibia. Tibia's fine. If it's a tibia, he's okay. Like, you got to stop saying that because you don't know. You're saying you think. You're saying you think in the chat, but you don't know. So stop saying it. Go find out, then come back. I'm not mad at you, but I'm just saying you're getting people to think maybe it's okay. Go find out the information, then come back without the I think. I'm looking at 7 reports right now. I just searched, and they all say fractured fibula. Okay, I ain't no doc. Well, then what are you doing? Okay, trade Smitty approved. Pick 2, Warren, Genty, Harvey, and Pats or Miami D. Warren, pick 2, Warren. I'm assuming that's Jalen Warren. I wish you guys would clarify. I assume it is because they're running backs here, but you never know. I'm going to go Genty and Harvey as my 2. And then Pats or Miami. Miami's a nice D this week, though. I think I go Patriots, but I don't know. You're such a... I always like to ask you the New England questions because you're probably going to be a little bit biased. Little bit. I know you're not a biased person, but you can't help it. You love the Patriots. So if you're not liking it, then I know that's what I'm saying. And then I know this is a good answer. Are you leaning Miami or New England this week?
I mean, New England has probably lean. It's closer than people think. Miami's been really good against the run since like weeks. It's not obvious.
Yeah, I do too. Start Mooney or Dunze. I'm going Dunze. I look, anything can happen with Mooney, but he's been banged up, inconsistent. Kirk Cousins. I know Kirk Cousins loves him, but can Kirk Cousins even throw the ball? Give me a Dunze who's got 110 and 2 touchdowns written all over him. 1 out of every 4 games. Maybe 1 out of every 5. I don't know if that'll be this week. Ask Caleb. Ask Caleb what he's deciding to do this week. Nothing? 0 touchdown passes like previous weeks? Where he goes 0, 0, 4, 0. I don't know. But I'm gonna in this situation take the chance that Dunze as the 110 and 2. Pick 2, Myers, Franklin, Gadsden, Neal. If good to go. I don't know if I trust Neal right now. But I don't like these options. Myers, I guess Franklin and Neal if he's really truly good to go. Like you have very good confidence in that, but I'd probably lean Gadsden and Franklin if there's any sort of hesitation whatsoever. Thank you for the super chat, young man. Appreciate you. This one here is from Super McLovin. Wheels up on Jamo. Absolutely.
You've just been Smitty.
Where's my... I have one particular... Here it is.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains.
You know, when Rock Out recorded that for me, Rock Out, I don't know if you remember that oldie. That's an oldie. I don't think you had any idea what that song was. I just had him sing it. You raise me up. We need Denny here to do it. I don't think Rock Out, are you on the line? Oh, there you are. I'm sorry, I forgot you were there. Rock Out, can you do a fresh new version of that live or no?
What?
I don't even think you know the song. I told him, you know that song, You Raise Me Up? And he's like, yeah. And he just kind of tried to sing it in the tune that I said, but I don't think he knew. Do you know what song that is or no?
No.
You never heard, You Raise Me Up so I can... Okay. Anyway. Wheels up on Jamo. You are the only reason I didn't drop Jamo earlier in the year. Appreciate you, bro. I'm glad you got Jamo.
Let's go! Mashed potatoes!
No, You Raise Me Up is from the like the opera singer guy. What's his name? You Raise Me so I can stand on mountains. Whoever the hell he is. All right. Congrats, Super McLovin. Appreciate you. Groban, yeah. Groban. Very famous song. Very famous song. Very famous singer. But Rockout's not in that genre. But I love that Rockout recorded this drop, You Raise Me Up drop, without knowing anything about the song or knowing it.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains.
I guess
He go with the flow. He was kind of off on the beat of it. You know, that's why I kind of knew. I'm like, you don't know what song this is, do you? Anyway, Rockout, what can I do for you? You're live.
would you still play for Olave? No, you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Teddy is gonna feed him, but I can't guarantee it. But I'm not sitting Buka. He had a 30-plus yard reception with Teddy. He had 2 catches for 0 yards with Baker until Teddy went in. So.
And would you play Harvey over Woody?
Would I play Harvey over Woody? Yes, I would. Not that I'm feeling like ultra confident about it, but I certainly feel like the upside is there.
You'll play a Bucky over Woody as well.
Bucky over Woody, probably not for safety, but for upside, I would.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, boys. Anything else from you, Rockout?
No, that's it. Appreciate it.
All right, man. I'm not gonna leave right yet. I'm tempted to end this stream and go over to Rumble because we're live on Rumble right now. So we're probably gonna do that. We're gonna end the YouTube stream, and we're gonna continue on with Rumble. If anybody's not, and actually you two can mute. Just Rockout mute if you could, Travis, if you don't mind muting. Let's just do that now. If you guys can mute, let me drop that link right now. I'll pin it in the live chat. If you guys don't have an account on Rumble yet, it's free. It's it's the same thing as YouTube essentially. We are going to be over on Rumble doing it live. I'm going to have a near daily show that will be separate from this channel. It has nothing to do with like the live streams here. It's not going to diminish the live streams. It's not going to take away any. People get really upset. Sebastian is saying, see you later, Smitty. Where are you going? We're going to Rumble. Sebastian, we're going over to Rumble, pal. There's no see you later. I need you over on Rumble. That link has been pinned in the live chat, so make sure you pull it up simultaneously somehow through another tab, whatever, so you have it ready to just transfer right over. So let's see how many people we have viewing on Rumble right now. We have 11. We're building it up. We had over 100 people in the live. It's got 13 now. Pull up the stream side by side. I got Travis in there. I got Bare Bones in there. Woody just joined. Caps just joined. Bob just joined. Purple's in the building. Jordan, appreciate you. Purple, I don't know what that means, that message. But 15 now in there. So everybody go to Rumble. We're going to end the YouTube live stream. It's simultaneously streaming. Normally, I'm not going to do that. It's going to be its own show that's not just me multi-streaming. But I'm going to end it on YouTube. Josh Groban, you raised me up. That's it. That's it for sure. And then, hold on. I got to get these super chats out that just came in, and then we'll end the stream. So everybody on Rumble, just hang tight. Sit right there. Josh Groban, thank you very much. Start Woody, Dowdle, or Walker. Rams D worries me. I'm not sitting Dowdle. These aren't. I get it, but he catches the ball too, bro. You know, he's the leading receiver in yards and receptions last week for the team. So, yeah. Okay, start Woody. Okay, there we go. We got that one out. I'm not sitting Woody, not sitting Rico in that situation. My Burrow, Jamar, Mahomes rice stacks killed for me today. Now for H.M. Barkley and Bucky to punch the ticket. Thank you, bro. Congrats on it.
Mashed potatoes!
So awesome to hear, my boy. And then Deet, appreciate you being in the building, Deet. Deet says, took a leap of faith, traded ETN and McConkey for Hendy and Jamo. Still have Dak Hall. I mean, bro, great job.
Mashed potatoes!
All right, guys, appreciate everybody that super chatted on the YouTube channel. We're going to end the YouTube live stream right now. Go over to the Rumble channel where this exact stream is still streaming right now. Let me drop the link in the live chat. Boom, there it is. It's pinned in the live chat as well. Head on over. Let me open up YouTube. And I'm going to end this live stream here. Goodbye, my good people on YouTube. Please head over to the Rumble link that's pinned in the live chat. Links in the description of any video. Boom. Stream ending. YouTube. Deuce. And that leaves